Hello! 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 Sorry about that little delay there, but this is a Pixel Pastiche, and I still don't feel the best of the best, but I think I'll feel a little bit better after I jump in with some Hopscotch Heinrik, the absolute unit, the legend, the strongest legs this side of existence. Let's open that one up. Hello! Nice to see you. So yeah, today we are going through more of Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, and it should just be some fun. Let me take that right out. I hope you're doing well, by the way. Whoever the you may be, whoever you are feeling like today, it just better be a good feeling, you know? Why would I want anything less for you? Spoiler alert, I wouldn't. I just want more. Oh. Let's take a look at this. Sup, Georgie? So nice to see ya.
Half a sec.
Wow. How are you doing today? The Black Isle returns. Yep. Square one. Always the best place to start, so I've heard. Oh my gosh. I forgot just how great we looked. Hopscotch Heinrik. The legend, the cosplayer. So, I believe last time we left off with Hopscotch Heinrik here, Heinrik had been able to release and save Ethan, and then delved deeper into the... Oh, I can't jump here?
Do that here.
I just want to
Can't do
jump.
that here.
I really do hope you're okay. I remember you said last time you weren't feeling the well. I know that feel a little bit so far. Something must be going around, because, it has been a terrible little bit of time. But I hope health finds its way to you. But yeah, we went down into the second level of the sewers. We got our wonderful... Let's actually check this real quick. We got our wonderful fire arrows. Not that many potions. And also not that much gold. We're going to go back and spend a bunch of gold on making sure that we get those little bits of potions to help us out. And I was able to fit in one little jump there.
We have many fine deals.
Yes, we do.
What are you looking for?
1, 2, 3, 4. That's what I was looking for. Thank you. We're gonna save. We're gonna select. We're gonna overwrite the game. Okay, now. Heinrich always wanted to make sure that his ducks are in a row before continuing on. I just noticed, look at that beautiful long jump form. He's got like the lithe tiger form going on here. Lifting his hands above. Hey. Yep, let's get that there. Down to level 2. Now we've already killed a... Yes. Look no further for evidence that yes, we have killed quite a bit. And I think the last place that we were looking was all the way over in the right side of things here. Let's rotate that camera a little bit. So now, oh yeah, so we're in this little area over here where we've cleared out the majority of the front, but now we're going to be dealing a lot more with these creepy slimes. Disconcerting blobs of death. Not necessarily difficult to deal with, but just a little bit... Ugh. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, he had the best teacher. Now, that was actually an interesting thing. Heinrich, when he was young and still, when he was the Hopscotch champion from 8 to 12, he did that mostly just by his own power and concentrated force of will. After winning and being on the way out, looking for trying to make his way in the world, he was taken up with a fantasy troupe of acrobats. And it was there that he met, who did he meet? In the fantasy troupe, well known for traversing the world. After, oh my gosh, not dying! Never mind, he did die. I thought I could take that thing out.
I can't do that here. I can't do that here.
Okay, so check this out. Check this out. After finding the troupe and watching one of their shows, he was introduced to High Jump Himmler. High Jump Himmler was one known for his standing vertical jump, while Hopscotch Heinrik, as we can see, is all about that forward momentum, that movement. He was still young and needed to be able to find a way to Gunther. And we gotta go with some alliteration in there, yo. But that's where he found the secrets of a strong vertical. High Jump Himmler was known for being able to stay on the ground and then leap directly up to catch the trapeze and start swinging from there. That was his trick, the standing vertical leap. And after seeing such deft control, please, of the body, Heinrich knew,
I don't have the energy.
oh my gosh, that he must become the protege. And from that point on, they started touring. Oh. Plus, that's gotta be the next bit of lore that we start to think up. We've gotta go through the middle year, or the young years. He's still pretty young there, because he started touring at 12. Got picked up right from the beginning. Oh, what a nice one. So then the next years of his life have got to be like 12 to 18. A little bit. I know my mom is a fan of the Bengals. She was just telling me about that earlier. But personally, if the Eagles aren't playing, I don't really have too much to care about. Do you have any care for the football game going on outside of the ads, of course? But that's such like a weird tradition that a lot of people will watch the sports game just because of the advertisements. It's almost as important. Please, continue to fire.
I don't have the energy.
Plus, I don't actually know, in this game, I don't really know what our greater goal is right now. Are we trying to chase that other guy? We didn't see him. He was only shown to the player through... Thank you. Oh, nasty little eyes. Through cutscenes. Heinrich does not actually know. Not be watching it though. Yeah, it's a... So the one thing that I do have to say is, when I was younger,
I don't have the energy.
I'm sorry. Continue through. When I was younger, the Super Bowl only kind of meant that there was going to be like a little bit of a get together or a party with people, which was the reason that I was aware of it in the first place. But the games themselves, never really too interesting. Unless there's that whole hometown thing going on. Or hometown team. Then after that, I don't even know, like, what's the next big sports season? If football's going to be ending. Is it basketball then? Is that where we go next? Or hockey? One of those is going to come around. Oh my gosh, we hear the mysterious grunting out in the sides. I wonder if we'll actually find out and see who the grunter will be.
I don't have the energy.
It's okay, do your best. Even without the fire arrows, we're still doing pretty well on these. Speaking of arrows, let's check how much we've got. 70, only 70 left, gotcha. We'll probably need to make a little run back to town. Right at the end of this. Yep, that's the thing. As if there's a, like, it's kind of nice if other people know / care about what's going on and the party's fun. Oh, like the PGA Tour or something. Golf has got to be kicking off soon. Gosh, there's a ton of these. Strategic retreats for the moment. Heinrik aims into the ether.
I don't have the energy.
Using the very edges of his periphery. There we go. I always forget you can move the camera in this game. Oh my gosh. Down to our last 16 arrows already. Summon your energy. Nice crit. Fire.
I don't have the energy. I don't have the energy.
True. And that's what we like to call great value. Okay. Okay. I was gonna try to break these down, but I don't remember what buttons changes our weapons, so I'm just going to act like I knew. And change it the long way round. Ugh. I don't have enough energy. Hello there, Guire. Hopscotch Heinrik doesn't have the mental energy for it, but he always gets back into the swing of things with a couple of wonderful leaps. That's the thing. If Heinrik could use his insanely strong legs to help fabricate arrows, oh my gosh, we would be in business. But he has to leave that to the Fletchers. Sadly enough. The hops only get you so far. Otherwise, oh, he could flood the market. In fact, I think that would be... Oh, sorry. I think that would be a doubly good selling point. If Heinrik is the one behind the arrows that he's making and using, then forget about supplying the arrows. We could just become rich at that point. Solve all the other problems with money. Ugh. By the way, Guar, we've evolved the story of Heinrich after he was 12. He got taken in by a touring troupe of acrobats and performers and learned to get this mad-ass vertical jump from high jump Himmler. Oh, yes. Bartley, do you ever lower your prices?
The finest dwarven weapons, brought here all the way from the Sunset Mountains.
I trust your quality. It's not a question of it. It's just saying, make it a little easy for me, please.
Swords.
So I wonder about that, because we know that Heinrich
Something to split someone's
can
skull.
speak. He is having these full conversations with people. But I feel like in the speech that he makes, he includes plenty of grunting just because. He's always looking to activate his core. And every single moment that he is not equipping himself for more jumps is a moment he feels is wasted. Much in the way that people use punctuation, Heinrich is always sure to throw in a couple of grunts, hoops, and hots, just for fun. Or to get a point across. The more animated he has to become in his speech, the more grunts get included. It's also the soul of a speedrunner. Slightly faster movement with every jump. So. Doesn't even use spaces. Okay, then instead of punctuation, we could just say the effects, the affectation of his speech. Was there anything else down there? We tipped a lever. We... Monkey. We tipped a lever. We opened everything. We needed to. And now I think it's just off down this way. To see where our next... move should be. Please, do not die to the steam, Heinrich. It would be very disheartening if you were to pass in such an unfortunate manner.
I don't have the energy.
I don't have the energy. I always like to think that he's just talking to himself when he does that. What do you mean? Rocks form the foundation of the food pyramid. It goes rocks, grass, and then an assortment of grains and meats. That's all you need. Or if you want to take the troll's way of thinking, rocks are just aids for digestion. Why keep them separate? Ugh. 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 That's a bit of that feeling I was talking about. Not to be TMI, but do you ever get that, like, because with me, if I'm like sick or something, it takes a lot to get me to vom, but I will almost always like feel the buildup of pressure, so I end up burping a ton. And it's just been, a pall all day. Jump through the steam. Use those quads.
I don't have the energy.
Man, am I glad that these things have rather terrible aim. Otherwise, this could be some trouble. Okay, go through, go through.
I don't have the energy.
I don't have the energy. He could just easily say, I'm exhausted. Oof. Yeah, right? Like, it is obviously not a... Didn't we open that other one? It is not a good feeling to have. I'm always relieving the pressure in little bits and fits and spurts, bits and burts.
I don't have the energy.
Ugh. Do you think this would be a good job title? You could be like, well, I have experience with clearing out exceptionally irate jelly cubes. So if you happen to have an infestation, look no further. Hopscotch Heinrik is there with all of your de-sliming needs.
I don't have the energy.
Yes, you do. Just believe that you do. Heinrich. I'm sorry, Mom. Get the camera. And then with this, I would like to say that after we flip this last lever, Heinrich will finally be on the end of this little section. Slime's now cleared out, burnt and battered away. Hopscotch Heinrich continues on, wondering what lay at the end of this small section. A newer pair of fine leather gloves. We all know it's for this man, it's just the boots that matter. Yep, there we go. See, after... Ooh. Gosh. Why do the evil people have to have such great masks? Look at that thing. Oh.
Have you done as I asked, Khan?
Oh, it's such
Yes,
great
my Lord
voices.
Phantom. I sent one of my best men to the crypts in the temple, as you instructed.
Yes, Phantom.
The orb must be placed within the Chamber of Ashes within
Yes.
the crypts. If your man fails to do this, then both of you shall answer for it.
When it comes to the big
Yes,
ones.
my lord. He knows your wishes, and he will not fail you.
At that point, I believe it's better to just take itself.
Bring me the prisoner
Right,
you found
that
in
floor.
The sewers. I will question him now.
My lord, I sent for
What a
the
sick
prisoner some time ago,
design.
but I have received no word from the bugbears in the sewers.
And trust me,
Send
if you
your
like these
men
floors
into the
now, they only
sewers,
get better.
Find out what has happened to our soldiers and bring me the prisoner. Do not fail me in this, Khan.
Do not fail
Yes,
me
my
in
lord.
this card.
Should I recall the man I sent to the temple?
No.
No. If he places the orb as instructed, he will not be coming back.
That's why. I
Tell
see.
your men to avoid the temple grounds. To enter it now is certain death.
I see. Oh my gosh! Hello. What a... The game is trying to kill Heinrich. 19 already?
I don't have the energy.
I don't have the energy. Gosh. But I do have the will to survive, and isn't that more important? Energy comes and goes, but it'll always come back. What the hell? I forgot they did that. How do I switch my weapon? How do I switch my weapon? Nope. There we are. Have at you. Have at you. Oh my gosh, and he tipped me for relieving him. Yeah, what though? Okay, so let's go back. Once more. Of all the crypts in all the world, I had to start running out of arrows in that one. So that's what I'm kind of thinking of. Right now, luckily enough, like I was just keeping this sword on us because, hey, it's nice to have. But if we get enough good money here, having the sword just for those little guys, like once they're all dealt with, I don't think the skeletons will come back in pieces. Might be worth the investment. Yeah, I forgot that he had one. Heinrik comes prepared. It may not be the most impressive sword, but it's folded, tempered, and does its job. $360. Or $360. Okay. I felt inspired to just do some fun acrobatics there. I wonder if I can do anything with enchantments of this. Because that would be kind of like a nice little addition to have. Plus, I know that now that we've made it to the crypt, they've got to find a new way to shorten our run back. Because I'm not going to want to do this every single time.
If quality and price are your chief concerns, then
Look
look
no farther.
You'll find my shop has excellent weapons at reasonable prices.
I do have to admit, the weapons are excellent. Yeah, we've only got 474.
Friend, I think the smell of the sewers has taken a liking to you.
It has, and I'm going to smell like death shortly. To limit the runbacks, we are going to basically buy up as many of those as we can. 283 should be more than enough, I'm hoping. And because we're going to a better sword would be a little bit too expensive right now, we're going to hold off from that and just hope the short sword does it for us. No worry, though. I have faith in the capabilities of this man. Lead on. And jump true, Heinrik. Excuse me. Why are you not working? Here, I'm going to turn on the light. It's getting a little dark. There we go, nice and bright. Like our future. But I do have to say, I'm kind of glad that even though the crypt started us out with kind of a rough little encounter, it wasn't like getting run down by those bugbears again. Those things were just terrifying. Oh, whoa. Loot blind, excuse me. And I feel like should we be so seized by the moment, we need to think up possibly a theme song for Heinrich. Oh, wrong way. Because I kind of feel like he deserves one. If Heinrich was going to be exploring in the back of his mind, he'd be whipping out a sick song every single time he had to do these long walks back and forth. Okay, into the crypts. Oh, and into this chunky room.
The energy.
One made it through. Gosh. Okay. Okay, there were two in there. Hello, Doot Masters, please. It's called kiting. Advanced combat techniques. Only available to those with the strongest of calves. The highest of hops, they call it. Woo. Oh yeah, no, stop! That's illegal. You can't hit me when I'm up there.
The energy.
The persistence after death. Like the world is truly alive. Are you gonna come back to life? Oh, sorry, I did not mean to jump up here. I wanted to pick up that thing. Oh no, we got it. Hello, sir.
I don't have the energy.
I don't have the energy. Sniped all the way across. Excuse me. Sniped all the way. Have at you. Have at you. Easy. But I was hoping that we could, like, change the arrowheads, because it looks like the arrows themselves, unless they're on fire, don't really do much. Hello?
What are you doing here? Run now, before it changes you.
Before what changes what? Look, slow down. Who are you? What happened here?
I am Fayed.
Gotcha.
A priest of Ilmater. I tend the crypts and perform burial rites here at the Shrine of Suffering. Now,
At the shrine? Why not just give it a more
the next one to be changed.
pleasant name? Changed how?
Into the Walking Dead. Haven't you seen them? They're everywhere. My fellow brothers and sisters of the temple.
Yes.
All dead.
So did they just change, like, while they were walking, or did they die and then come back? Because that makes a little bit more sense.
Leading downwards. When
Yep.
I followed them, I found that thing.
That foul orb.
Foul orb, and the dead arose around me.
Right, gotcha.
Vile skeletons, zombies, unholy ground.
Don't you have cleric powers or something?
I acted quickly.
You got the short end of the
sealing
magic
this level
stick
off
here.
from the level below, then barricaded myself in this room. I had hoped sealing off this level would prevent the dead from reaching here.
How did you seal off the level?
We priests of Ilmater set up some non-lethal traps here in the crypts. To capture
Non-lethal,
grave
they're
robbers.
already dead.
The trap that sealed off the exits is triggered by 3 urns on this level. When these urns are taken from their pedestals, stone blocks seal off all the exits from this level.
Uh-huh.
I knocked
Gotcha.
all the urns from their pedestals and
Yep.
then barricaded myself in here. But I was not fast enough. Some of the dead had already entered this level, and the power of that thing
Yep.
below seems to be able to reach even here.
I'm not surprised.
Fortunately,
Vile
I'm able to
evil
hide
tends to
myself
have
in the
very
eyes of
long
these
tendrils.
undead creatures, for the time being. I can only hope that they're coming from below.
Yep.
From that thing in the Chamber of Ashes. It's an orb. I only caught a glimpse of it, what it was doing to my fellow priests.
Gotcha.
The orb calls to their spirits, then kills them, slowly letting them die, then raising them again so they may suffer in undeath as well. It hates all of us priests.
I
Even
actually
now,
love
I can
that.
hear it calling, trying to draw me to it so it can kill me, then raise me from the dead to perform its will.
Oh, man. Sick ends on that.
I don't know.
And then we've just got to put those sick lyrics to some music, and we've got him. I love it.
Tracks on the floor.
Thank you, Georgie.
As I am the only one who usually comes down here, I became curious, and they lead to the level below.
Mm-hmm.
That was when I noticed a foul-smelling mist emanating from the Chamber of Ashes. When I entered the chamber... No, my place is here. I should help you.
What do you mean? Help me by getting more people.
If I can help you, I will. I fear a great many.
Gotcha.
Many Atari from across the Sword Coast were at the shrine to pay respects to
Oh,
the
but he
sacrifice
just...
of Saint Solar's the twice...
Wait.
Of course.
Oh no, he just gives us like offhand healing. I was hoping you would probably sell us some stuff.
You've returned. Have you destroyed the orb?
I thank you for those lyrics. That is a start, and a good one, I must say.
I was delivering an urn to the... They lead to the...
Okay, and then we... Gotcha.
There are 3 urns. Gold, silver, and bronze. They and the pedestals they rested upon were intended... They lead... To reach the... There are... They lead to the...
Okay,
To reach the level below... No, my place is here.
Farewell, thank you. I was almost stuck in a loop with Fade there. Oh my gosh. So now, not only do we have zombies and skeletons, apparently we've got ghost people. Exciting, exciting news. We must prepare ourselves for their coming battle with some sick shots. I meant to hit you in the back there. Excuse me. My ankles are not for you to nibble on. If you could refrain from being so aggressive from such a low position, I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you. Delicious. Absolutely deciduous. Where did that ghost go? I was looking forward to engaging in combat. Don't break off. I see you. Okay. Don't stand back up either. Oh my gosh. They've got zombie archers. Now it's just called competition. By the way, Fade is pretty calm in the face of all this. It's like he's not even going to be attacked, so what should he worry about? Fade is safe as ever. Where are you? Arch off. I won this round. Thank you. Oop, please. No death. You know what? Actually, in terms of fabricating some arrows, I don't know. Oop, there you are. Are you evil? You don't seem it. Maybe we could just like grind up some of these bones. Sharpen the ends and anything can be used as an arrow. Stay down, sir. It's nothing personal. Whoa. Sorry, I just found out that you can actually run forward just by clicking the right mouse button. No need for WASD. Here's a quick question. How the heck are these skeletons actually making noise? You see that little squee they keep on making? They have no vocal folds. The zombies, yeah, makes sense. They've got some meat on them for all intents and purposes. But these things
have the energy.
Should be rather quiet. Thank you. Now let's do a little bit of 5:15. It's not the best, but it'll do. Yes, continue with that ineffectual. Okay. I may have stepped in over my head. Stay back. Please accept this conga line of death. Line up one by one. Grab onto your partner's hips and then wait for the arrow to pass through you cleanly. If it does not pass, do not approach. Jump me. High octane combat. Oh, enchanted boots? Was that an enchantment I saw? Oh, well, I hope they're better than it. Padded boots +1? It's not even good. But it'll fetch a pretty penny on the open market. Oh. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry about that. Ugh. Right? They have heard of Heinrik's achievements. In fact, when they were still alive, they were fans of him while he was touring in the show. It's the adoration that keeps them running. They clack their jaws together saying, "Sign my bones! Inscribe your name with this hammer and chisel." Sadly enough, though, because they lack those vocal folds, they can't truly get across just how big of fans they are. But after being passed properly, Heinrik knows deep down, how could they not be wanting to get that autograph with seeing ups like these? Like this. Wow. The glory, the skill. Please. Excuse me. I do not understand why you want to run forward.
I don't have the energy.
Oh, you don't have the energy. I have the determination, though. Please, shot by shot by shot. You should... Thank you. I was gonna say, they should be falling apart right now. You got me. I really thought you were done. Okay. Oh, wonderful. Ranged attack in AC. Why would we ever not? 3 left. Oh, we're not gonna min-max this. Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. The faster mana regeneration actually wouldn't be too bad, because those fire arrows are like the best attack that we have. Health regeneration, meh. Although fast attack rate, let's just go with bam. Faster mana means less downtime between these fiery shots. How much less? Well, we'll just call it time for kiting then. Ugh. Oh, you're sticking me. Yeah, the Rome vibes of that outfit. It's very gladiatorial, like gladiator casual is what you could call this. And then just for the sake of moving things along, I think we can take this sword to a bunch of them. And then we've got the mana back. So I see you. Ankle attacking zombies. The deadliest kind. And I'm hoping that we get to continue the fashion upgrades rather soon. Oh my gosh. There are so many. It's like... It's a Super Bowl party. That's what's going on right here.
I don't have the energy.
I don't have the energy. Step back, swing through. I'm sorry to break things up. I didn't bring any dip. I just brought cold steel and fast flying arrows. I hope you don't mind. But I surely brought more than enough for everyone here. Old hopscotch family recipe. Slow, but sure. Please. The fans became rabid. Heinrich had to think back to the time where after doing his signature full solo, full combo game of hopscotch, he was mobbed by his fans during one of their tours. The terror of being surrounded and clawed at from all angles never truly lessens. But thinking back to the experience did allow Heinrich to steel himself and press onwards. Any and all fans, living or dead, cannot shake this man. Cannot shake this legend. Oh, and we got a save spot, so please, for my sake, please. Ah. Oh. Haha. I've never heard him make that happy little exclamation. Aha. Heinrich is very proud of every victory that comes. Oh, each triumph won. Pale imitations, devoid of flesh. Heinrich dreams of gosh, of numbers that erupt. Forget just the 1 to 100. He wants 1 to 10,000. In the hollowed halls of Hopscotch Valhalla, he was told as a young boy, the numbers will continue on, upwards and upwards. The foot dexterity and placement becoming ever more complex, only championable by the best of the best. Heinrich wished to be that best, wished to take those strides and those leaps. And for that he would leap straight off this mortal plane, not in death, but in transcendence. Now, is it just me or are we healing a lot less? I don't know what happened.
I don't have the energy.
Ankles be damned. And then after this, we will have to do a little run back to the world above. You're attacking me with no body, no limbs. I can't say this is going to be a very effective mode of combat for you. You may want to reconsider. Oh my gosh, absolutely hacked. Anything nice back here? Oh, a little bit. Gosh, I wish they'd given us some better backing tracks. I get the aesthetics they're going for. The dark, the dreary. But at least throw in some harmony somewhere. Oh, hello. Goodbye. Believe it or not, I think we can actually stretch this a little bit further. So we can... Ugh. And we're not in need of any new arrows. But we could just use even faster recovery for these. I see you. Whoop. Whoop. Master of dodging incoming here. Heinrich likes to spiritually connect with his arrows. Given enough mastery, even the arrows fired, oh god, that thing creeped me out, from others, seem to not want to do harm to Heinrich. Oh my gosh! Establish me this conga line of death. Line yourselves up. Now don't be shy.
I don't have the energy.
In any way, and in any case. Oh, gosh! You ankle-chasing demon!
I don't have the energy.
We gotcha. We gotcha. We gotcha. We gotcha. Please. Thank you, fall. And then this arrow one, we'll... I was about to say we can save some of our mana regen time by just running up to it. And then his cronies came out. This is fine.
I don't have the energy.
Return fire, quite literally. Okay, if we're in the fantasy landscape, you would have to think, like, as a normal fantasy liver, one who lives fantasy, where do your lines of acceptance get drawn? Because before this, even though we know Heinrich himself is a legend, we don't know how much he would even know of these creatures that he's just really casually kind of working through right now. the simple act of saving Ethan has now got him running into and dealing with zombies, visible ghosts, and murderous skeletons. But with my man Heinrich here, he makes a couple of grunts and it's all like within a day's work. Are all fantasy people equipped to be doing stuff like this? Like they've all heard the stories of what's out there. So seeing it, well, it's as common as seeing the giant rats. Because like even for me, like let's say IRL, people know that bears and giraffes and rhinos exist, but actually coming into contact with any of those gigantic creatures, no matter how much you know about them, that's still pretty shakening. It does fit with the skeletons, but I'm wondering about like, because how, if you know that the dead can be raised in your world, how ready are you to actually like see them raised in front of you? How easily is somebody supposed to adjust to a happenstance like this? The priest over there, Fayed, he was losing his mind. But we're just like, okay, calm down.
I found something.
Yes. Tell me how to get through there. Yeah, no, that is true. And it's an established world, so like, they've got all those details pretty much just laid out for them. Ugh. Somebody actually at my front door, wait. So, okay, give me one moment. Disconcerting. Somebody actually is at my front door. Oh, there we are. Back right. Be right back. It's no big deal, it's just some cousins. Woo! Return ants. Yeah, imagine how you would feel on that one. Like if I remember how I showed you that video of the deer that were out there. Even those rather common deer. Little surprising. There's no way I would actually go up and pet the deer. I lost my mind. I was not even thinking right there. Oh, that sets us way back. Heinrich is motivated, though. As long as we can get that conga line back, this shouldn't take too long.
The energy.
But a tasty autosave would be such a nice thing. Fast firing. I seem to have missed a couple. Are you gonna? Yep. So I think I kind of know what's... From a young age, they have to think about what creatures they're going to have to come into contact with, or come into combat with. But there are a number of zombies that will actually lose bits and pieces themselves as we hack them off. And I think if we manage to kill a zombie that has most of its body remaining, it will split. But if it starts like losing arms and or head and or limbs like that, it shouldn't come back as a ankle attacker. Excuse me. Be destroyed. The consternation you caused me is far too great. Huh. Only 92 out of 170. Here's what we hope for. We want to have more blue goo drop for us. Because as soon as that drops, we can continue on at a faster rate. Are you gonna split? Yes, you are! Yep, so as soon as it has a arm and skull, or a head,
I don't have the energy.
friendly fire. Oh! Hang back, sir. There we are. Hacked, slashed, destroyed. And then after this,
I don't have the energy.
Heinrich's gonna get his energy back together. We'll head up to... Ugh. Okay, after this, we'll head up to the tavern, give the amulet back, save, pick up some more blue goo. And then make advancements for ourselves and for the entirety of humanity. Why? Because it's Heinrich's duty to do so. This game is kind of average. It's not mad long. And as you start to like get more and more powerful, it allows you to hit a nice stride of just rolling through. Where the thing you have to concern yourself with most is going to be bosses or particularly cheap encounters. Heinrich is going to be long jumping over all of this stuff. Hopefully actually shooting properly. Gotcha. See, we're right back to where we were before. Death means nothing to this man. It's only a minor inconvenience. Well, let's see. How many? 4, 5, 3? Gosh.
I don't have the energy.
Plus, I hope I get to show off the more exotic sides of this game rather shortly. Hello there, Sylph. Of course Heinrich is at it. The man has a mission. And with those strong legs, he will carry himself forwards and onwards. Plus, we can think more about
I don't have the energy.
how those middle years of his life went. So we still need to expand on that just a little bit. Please. Wonderful. Yeah, so we're out of our blue goo potions right now. We're about to head back up to the tavern, enjoy a little elf song, and then get ourselves ready, because there shouldn't be much more in this area. Master Dodger. Heinrich is one with... Escape! Escape jumps, please! Those legs carry us to safety. Just a quick check, because I'm trying to remind myself if there is... a little fast way back here, because I could really use one of those. I don't want to have to go all the way through. So Heinrich is going to use his glorious legs to try to speed us to maybe a shortcut? Maybe a shortcut? Nope, that's not looking it. Huh. I fear we've been caught. Whoop. Okay, we got a bit mobbed. That's fine. If they need us to, we can always go back the normal way. Plus, just because I might want to put on some music or something. This backing, atmospheric as it is, just needs to get a little better. But we can make that distinction, that decision in a little bit. So, last time in the life of Heinrich Hopscotch Heinrik, we were taking a look into those early middle years of life as he jumped and hopped with the High Knee Troop. The High Knee Troop was a specialized group of acrobats who, as their name suggested, did plenty of high-flying jumps, flips, and tricks, led by the famous vertical High Jump Himmler. There was also Spinner Sedgwick, a man who was well known for being able to do tumbling and tucking jumps. And I don't want to give another name that's got a bunch of alliteration in it. I feel like that gets cheap after a while. Ooh, funny that you should mention that. The idea of the trampoline was just kind of rumor at that point. They started out with cannons because, believe it or not, for the materials, it was much easier to get a cannon and the gunpowder required. Yes, gunpowder, magic as it was. But High Jump Himmler, known for his vertical, was looking for a better way to be able to show off Spinner Sedgwick's moves. Spinner Sedgwick did not have as good of a vertical, but was able to tuck and turn himself almost magically through the air.
Split someone's skull or a helm to protect your own. You'll come to the
So,
right place.
back when the troop was taking its path through a forest, they came across a infestation of large spiders, gigantic spiders. And in fighting their way through, they discovered that these spiders did not have their silk dissolve like many other spiders did. Now, it would dissolve after a couple of days, sure, but they seemed to last for much longer than average and normal, and this gave High Jump the idea that if they mixed tar with the material supplied by the spiders, they could form, slowly but surely, bouncy nets. Of course, this was what brought them towards the idea of the trampoline, but with all of the material, together, they just couldn't find a way to put it into a form that did what was necessary. It's very dainty stuff, and mixing tar in the web. It's high quality rubbish. Yep. Nobody had hands to be able to work with such a fine and, to this point, hitherto unknown material. But
Swords, axes, bows. We have everything you need right here.
they encountered during one of their shows a
If quality and price are your chief concerns, then look no farther. You'll
A
find
clothier.
my shop has excellent weapons at reasonable prices.
who they came across in that same forest. And after being attacked by the spiders and having to deal with them, unfortunately, one of their packs with all of their clothing in it, not their normal clothing, but their performing costumes, got taken by the spider. It was ripped up. And they ran into this clothier who they told their plight
What are you
to.
looking for?
As she heard of the plight, she said,
Our
well,
shop carries the
what materials do you have with you? I can make you new costumes for some money, of course. And in making the new materials, they showed her the mix of the webbing and tar. So that clothier's name was Trampoline? I don't have a good name because I wanna make it a joke of trampoline. Like first name Tram, last name Oline. And the way that the material was made was actually by weaving it together and then taking it underfoot and compressing it down sheet by sheet, layer by layer. You had to tramp on it to get it to, you had to tramp it down. Tamp it down? Tramp it down? Isn't that the word for, yeah, tramping. So Oline, after tramping the material into fine sheets, stretched it back out. Polly the clothier tramped down the material for them, and after stretching it out, it became the trampoline. And due to that invention of the trampoline, our spinner Cedric was able to fully show off his moves. And this was when word of the troop now skyrocketed. Here, there, all across the land, stories were told of them. And their new material that could give the power and feeling of flight to the stockiest of legs.
I don't have the energy.
So that is the story. That's what I could best come up with off the top of my head here. And how Heinrich was witness to and part of material history right there. Of course, Heinrich preferred the strength of his own legs, but for a time there, he did make himself those the urns I'm supposed to move? Oh, of course. Well, what I'm thinking of doing is making a compilation video of all these little bits of lore, going back through once we've got hopefully oh my, like a full play of this, and then tying them all together, making a little pixel art for it. That's a face worth capturing. And that's kind of the best part about it. It writes itself practically. The legend's so great. I'm just... Cool. I'm just recalling it. For the words themselves are in the echoes of history. All right. There we are. 3 urns. 3 spots. All victory. Now I know there was that room full of these unhelpful skeletons that we need to... Oh, by the way, so... That was within the first 2 years of Heinrich being with the troop. By that point, and the invention of the trampoline, Heinrich was only 14 years old. Joined the troop at 12 and agreed to go touring with them till 18. That's because those are popular numbers. So even at 14 years old, it did take them a few years to get things fully started, but the legend of the troop, the shenanigans they get into, and the fame that would then precede them, it's only barely begun. Because he looks like, what? 30? Oh, so I would say it's because these enemies, like, clearly are a lot easier. The bugbears we had to deal with were, like, those were high velocity, high octane enemies that were leaping across each other to try to take my head off. These guys, you only really get into trouble if they surround us. But I was mentioning, this is kind of the way the game starts to go a little bit. It won't be for, I believe, after we clear the crypt, we'll start to go to a more fantastical location. I think we actually end up in a forest in not too long. But I would have to be mad surrounded by these things. And even then, we have our fantastic legs to jump and escape with. Death should only come as a horrible accident. Thank you.
I don't have the energy.
Jump me through, please. And then armed with also 20 billion arrows. I thought I was armed with 20 billion arrows. Apparently we only have 19 left. The timing could not be any sweeter, any better. Anything? Okay. This is fine. Manageable. Lightning reflexes. 360. Get me out of here. Okay, so we may be, yeah, this is what got us last time. We may be in a little bit of a pickle. But the brining process only truly works if you get salty. So we just need to stay out of that. And for the sake of moving things along, we'll clear this room, and then we'll just go down to the crypts level 2. And see what horrors await us down there before buying some more arrows, the currency he needs. Wow. Yep. Oh, what? Okay, see, now that would have made me a bit salty, I have to admit. Having to deal with the deletion of Heinrich. No, that would be heartbreaking. Are you collectible? No. Fine, fair. Easy going. The enemies do not respawn after shopping. Ah, that's for luck. The world is mad persistent. So every single time something goes down, it stays down. Which I always found kind of interesting from a design standpoint. They had to go out of their way to like make sure
Swords, axes, bows. We have everything you need right
nothing really got wasted. All the experience in the game has to be fully calculated out, because if you're short a little bit in the game, it could yield a unwinnable, untenable position.
Someone's skull or a helm to
Protect your own.
You'll come to the right place.
Really? I'm glad. Okay. Fine on that. Give me some more. And then we'll cap out with our rejuve potions. And this should be enough to take us all the way through. All the way through. Oh, Ipswich. Ipswich, my man. Hello.
It's good to see you again, friend.
Nice to see you too.
How's your travels?
Kinda decent, you know. Had to deal with a bunch of the undead. Skeletons, claws, slimes.
Yes. Yes, it is. Oh, thank you, friend.
He sounds so relieved. Ipswich, great guy.
I feared I would have to leave Baldur's Gate without it.
You didn't look like you were going
thank
anywhere.
you. Please, friend, you must accept this in gratitude for your kind act. It aided me on my travels, and perhaps it can help you now.
A magic mace. This isn't a bow.
If
Heinrik's
quality
brow
and price are your
furrows.
chief concerns, then look
How
no
I use
farther.
mace.
You'll find my shop has
Of
excellent
disruption.
weapons at reasonable prices.
Ipswich, I will take your kindness and use it to just buy more.
Friend,
I hope
think
you don't
the
mind.
smell of the sewers has taken a liking to you.
And there we go. Okay. Progress, I promise. Is now coming through. And with all this, Heinrik grits his teeth. The urn's in place. His quiver well stocked. The determination now filling him would cause his enemies to quiver in fear. Oh, damn. Give. Just for good measure. I hope the dead don't mind that I'm using their crypts for parkour right now. Aha! It's a bit dark, huh? I shouldn't be scared of something like that, but really, just the way he came out of the shadows. The way he came out of the shadows.
I don't have the energy.
Hello. Everybody's having a Super Bowl party down here. Oh, hello. Oh my gosh, advanced spawning. Oh, hello. We've got some cosplayers. They've stepped it up. And they have to say, please, if I die, bury me with my threads. Okay, terrible shots. We can do better. We can do somewhat better.
I don't have the energy. I don't have the energy. I don't have the energy.
Oh my gosh. lessons in parkour, I say
Energy.
absolutely
energy.
must.
I don't have the energy.
So that's the interesting thing. Though the troop was practically like family to Heinrich by the time he was 18, he was enamored with the thought of jumping for the sake of jumping alone, not for the entertainment of others. And by that very same vein, rather than be in an arena putting on a show,
I don't have the energy.
those that witness the jumps, those that witness the leaps, should be doing so in, one could say, just the walks of life. It should inspire joy to be able to have the chance to see natural jumping, natural expression of the highest order,
The energy. I don't have the energy.
not commodified and ticketed. Heinrich's legs told him this, and Heinrich's soul started to leap with joy. The idea came from Heinrich's own design. Now, with the success of the troupe over its years, which we will of course return to at some point, Heinrich chose to at least give himself a place to settle down, a place to return to. Though his legs would surely carry him far. And one of the things that people could find Heinrich doing, day in, day out, was jumping on his roof and from window to window of his house. He had it specifically designed with small verandas and patios. Oh gosh. I was being a slave to the thoughts there.
I don't have the energy.
And for fun, he would entertain himself and hone his jumping skill by navigating out, around, and through his house that way. At first, he limited his practice to his house alone. Sup, Guar? Because as much as he wanted to be well known, he did not want to be a nuisance to the town. Ooh, nice drumming. Anything you're practicing specifically? Like a song or whatnot? But Heinrich realized that,
I don't have the energy.
yep, we made it down to the crypts. We cleared. Ugh. Ooh. That's a good one. Look. And I'm thinking that, well, for the moment, What I want to do, what I want the plan to be, yeah, you guys are in here, is we clear out here. I do realize I'm being a bit dangerous because I kind of want to get a estimation for just how much farther in here we can go. Just have them crawling around there for the fun of it. Leave him on the ground. Oh no, see, Heinrik wanted to be able to truly vault the walls of Baldur's Gate. Ugh. New routes to jump on. New buildings to leap over. How could you resist a fortune like that? It wasn't about the money. But yeah, we'll get a little bit into here because it seems like there is still a lot to go through crypt-wise. I thought that was funny, Sylph. I wanted to make a joke with hang time there. Oh, emergency jumping. Take us through, take us through. But yeah, most likely I'm going to call this after one or two more rooms. And then we can build some more lore for Heinrich. On the next one. Please. Was that you? Oh no.
I don't have the energy.
I don't have the energy. So I'm putting that word together in my head there, Gore. Oh, professional aerialist, you know it.
The energy.
Gosh, that would be a nightmare.
I don't have the energy.
Please. We'll show up this one. Hopscotch Heinrik, the aerialist. I think that should be... If he had a biography, I think that would be a great title for it. Hey there. Oof, okay. Oh. Oh yeah, no, they can, like, earlier we can switch right between this stuff, but it's not as effective as it could be. And that's kind of just based around the skills that I have and the effectiveness with the weapon overall. Like, if I was a dwarf, I would be doing more damage with this sword and probably have some better chance for crits on that, I think. But like if I was a dwarf using the bow, we both died. Okay. My mind has become a mush. We're only gonna, whoop, stop. We're gonna kill these two. And then, yeah, I'm gonna call this one. Oh, and we'll write some more chapters for Heinrik at a later date. Oh. Woohoo. Exit Meta menu, please. Quit that desktop there. Oh. Today was not a very long stream. No, not at all. But I also wish I could say I was feeling the best, but not the best. Still, we got a little bit farther with Heinrik. We will, with less mushy brain, continue on later, and I might pre-write some lore for him and then just like kind of, I don't know, spin the yarn for you. Health has been kind of here and there. I had another doctor's appointment where they basically told me, well, based on all these scans we've taken, we don't know what's going wrong with you. They scheduled me another MRI for my leg that I'm going to get in like 10 days, and hopefully that shows something. I hope so too, Sylph. I really appreciate that. And also, I hope Georgie feels a little bit better there too. Georgie was feeling under the weather. Probably still is feeling a little under the weather, but We'll get through this. We'll health up. I send out the vibes to you. Wish only the best. Tomorrow is Sunday. Tomorrow is a Super Bowl that I will not be watching, but I will still be streaming. What? I don't know. It may be Jupiter Hell again, just because like that's a game I gotta return to. It might be something else. I don't know. Sunday's a little bit up in the air, but it should be a good time, and I hope to see you there. If you are seeing this and you liked the video, please do. Click the button, like the video. If you like me, please do subscribe. I'll be trying to stream as much as possible, and I have some ideas for videos coming up, so keep your eyes out for those in case they seem good. Thank you for being here. And I want to say, till the next time, no matter who, no matter where, no matter how, thank you.